Hello, I'm back with another unboxing, but as you can see, it's a little bit different from my usual group selection. My wife, who is a big Shiny fan and specifically a fan of Key, has picked up all four versions of his newest album, Gasoline. When this was announced, there was little doubt in my mind that she would be grabbing everything. Although, to be honest, now that we know that Solgi's solo album, 28 Reasons, is coming out in a few weeks, I'll probably be doing exactly the same thing, just grabbing every version that they make. So we are going to do a little pseudo unboxing. It's not a true unboxing because each one of these has already been looked through and evaluated by my wife, but I have remained pure. I have not looked at the photo books, at the CDs, at the photo cards. All I have seen is the packaging that you are seeing right now. So, without any further ado, let's have ourselves an unboxing. All right, let's start with one of the more interesting versions, although not the most interesting. We'll save that for last. This is the Floppy version, which, as far as packaging goes, like it's basically a digipack. But I mean, if you're gonna do a digipack, why not make it look like an old floppy disk? The younger among us might only know this as the save icon in Microsoft Word, or is it the save icon in Google Docs? I use these all the way up through high school, I think. It's some pretty cool packaging too. Like besides being a little reflective where the metal would be on the front and back, it also any place where there might have been a depression is actually embossed. It's some detail that honestly didn't need to be there, but as a certified old millennial, I'm all for it. Okay, let's open this up. So I pulled out the photo card, but first up we have a personalized SM ad. We have our photo book, our CD, looks like some stickers, and what I assume is a little mini poster. So let's open that up and take a look at this poster. Very cool. One of the things I really like about this album concept from all of the teasers and what I assume is going to be all throughout these photo books is this very like 80s B horror movie aesthetic he's got going on here. You know, there's stuff that reminds me of Edward Scissorhands. There's things that make me think of like Ghostbusters or the Goonies. It's definitely very cool and not surprising from the person who basically made a, I don't know, 70s Star Trek sci-fi knockoff for his last album. And then we have the CD plate, which even includes a floppy disk on it. I assume that's only true for this version. Very cool. We have our stickers that go along with this album, and then we have our little mini photo book. Let's take a look at this. Again, kind of a Ghostbusters feel. As well as a kind of 80s B horror Frankenstein's monster thing going on. Yeah, it's stuff like this that makes me think of like Edward Scissorhands. That's that kind of like fake reality where it's a lot of cutouts and matte paintings and stuff, and it doesn't quite look believable, but it's still cool. It's of a time. And again, as somebody who's been around and watched a lot of old movies, I really appreciate the old aesthetic. All right, and finally we have the photo card. Ooh, look at that. Very, very cool. All right, well, that is it for the floppy version. Let's move on to some of the photobook versions. All right, next up we have Photobook 1 of 2. I don't know how much, if any, difference there is between these two other than the cover, but we will take a look. Very, very cool. How to be scary and cute. These are that seems like a very important book to read. I do enjoy how some of these are full color, and then every so often he throws in a kind of sinister black and red look. It's kind of reminiscent of Red Velvet's Bad Boy album, the Perfect Red Velvet. And I'm sure many, many other things. It's not like Red Velvet invented that. Again, I just love shots like this. This like fake background. It's very Edward Scissorhands. Looks like we have what I assume are lyrics in the middle. Yeah. So we have Gasoline, Bound, Villain, one of my favorite B-sides. Never really paid much attention to the members of NCT Dream, but Jeno really impressed me on this song. I might have to pay more attention next time I'm listening to some Dream music. And then I also really like Guilty Pleasure. That's probably my favorite B-side, although I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You can see it's composed by Adrian McKinnon and arranged by LDN Noise. Graceful Time's great. I guess that's fitting for the name. Very cool. All right. Honestly, I don't think there are any bad songs on this album. Maybe that's just my wife's influence talking, but Shiny and the member solo music is always very solid. And Key in particular seems to take great care in what music and what concepts he has for his albums. Dang, he really just went all out for this concept. All right, and that was the very first photo book. Let's see what else we have here. We have our SM ad, fun. We have some more stickers. These are different from the floppy version. We have some sort of like mini postcard, it kind of looks like. And of course we have our CD, Key, the second album. Very cool, kind of a melty heart. I'm gonna guess that all of the CDs are different to match the color of the album. All right, and finally we have our photo card. Wait, is this looks so similar? Okay, it is actually different, but I guess I wasn't expecting multiple cards right off the bat that were of the same outfit. So this is the one from the photo book. This is the one from the floppy. So she got two of this concept for Key. Let's move on to photo book number 2. All right, photo book number 2, the purple version. Let's see how different this... Oh, well, right off the bat, I didn't even get to finish my sentence. I was like gonna say, let's see how different these are, but I can already tell. These are different characters from his concept. We're doing more of the evil scientist with the monster and the Goonies Ghostbuster kid. They made him look so young. He really does strike me as a kid in these photos. Not that he really looks old, but just the way they've styled him just gives him a very youthful Stranger Things kid vibe. Again, very like Edward Scissorhands, a little bit of Rocky Horror even. Again, that B horror movie look. Well, so far, as much as I like the idea of the floppy disk, if this were me and I had watched an unboxing, but I hadn't watched the VHS portion, this would be the version I would get. I like this photo book a lot more. I just think the concept's a little bit stronger in this one. All right, and then looks like this might be different as far as the drawings, but this looks pretty much the same as the lyric book from the other version, so I'm just gonna skip right on past that. Yeah, this is very cool. This is a very cool book. Like I said, if I could only have one, at least at this point, ooh, creepy. What was I saying? Yes, if I could only have one, this would be the one. It just hits all the right buttons for me. All right. So that's the purple photo book. We have our little postcard and our stickers. These might be the same as the other version. I'd have to look closer at it. And then our CD. And then finally, we have our photo card. Ooh, this is like the biker punk guy. Very cool. All right, well, that is it for the purple version. Let's do the VHS one. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is the one that I am most excited to look at. This is the VHS version, which my wife is apparently keeping the plastic for, so I will not throw this away. Look at this thing. What the heck? I originally thought it was going to be like a Disney one, like those kind of plastic VHS cases, but it reminds me a little bit more of like something you might get at a video rental store, like a Blockbuster. God, it even like this even looks like the back of a movie. Oh my goodness. What on earth, Key? Why do you have to be so creative? All right, so first we have our CD. I'm going to just leave it in there. No point in taking it out, but it's very similar to the floppy version, but instead of a floppy disk, we've got the little monster on it. All right, so first up we have the photo book. This is quite hefty. I may regret my words earlier about preferring the purple photo book. It's looking like this might be the actual best version. God damn. Oh yeah, look at that. We got the lyrics are actually incorporated into the photo book. And I have to assume this is going to incorporate both concepts. Yep, here we go. Here's concept number 2. Trying my best not to break the spine. Oh man. It's just a jump to the left, am I right? You save that monster, Key. Very cool. Very cool photo book. All right, and now for everything else. As always, we've got our SM ad. We have what looks like 4 very large postcards. I don't even know if these are going to fit in her binder or if that's even her plan. But it looks like it's maybe one of each character. We've got the biker punk. We've got this person, the Duke, I think she calls him. The kid and the mad scientist. Very cool. We have a mini poster. I have to assume this is random, like there's different characters you can get, but I don't know that for sure. And finally, we have the photo cards. So we have one that I assume came out of the pack, and then I know there is a pack of the collector cards, which should have its own photo card in there. As you can see, my wife has already pre-opened this. So photo card 1. All right, Key. A little goofy, but okay. And then let's take a look at these. So, okay, so this, we'll save this one for last since it's clearly the cool special card. So first up, all right, we got the kid. I'm assuming these are going to match these characters, so we'll put them with it. We've got the professor, and we have the Duke, and this is going to be the punk. And then what is her last card? Oh, him with the little fuzzy hat. All right, well, that does it for the VHS version. Let me put everything back up and we will wrap up this unboxing. Well, that does it for today's unboxing. Shawls, I hope you enjoyed getting some content from my channel for a change. As always, if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and I should be back next week with another video. So long!